Hi. I'm in the book Recovering Biblical Manhood and Womanhood, Chapter 18. The chapter is entitled The Inevitability of Failure, the Assumptions and Implementations of Modern Feminism. It's an article by David J Ayers, it's spelled Ayers, who was a professor of sociology at Dallas Baptist University, now retired, and he wrote a number of books on marriage and family. So I'm just going to read a few things that I found it of interest. Was under the subtitle, Are the Feminist Presuppositions True? It reads, the fundamental feminist assumption is increasingly being shown to be fallacious. In spite of tremendous pressure and even bias, professionals in biological and social sciences are generating findings that support the traditional viewpoint that healthy individuals and societies express rather than deny the complementary differences between the sexes. On a whole, writers in these areas steadfastly refuse to apply a biological anchor to their findings and continue to believe in the possibility of an egalitarian unisexual world. Most have stuck with the theories of cultural determinism, nurture, and male oppression to explain sexual differences. Socialization alone, though essential to human development and carried out in very different ways, cannot produce the same basic patterns of relationships and divisions of labor between the sexes without some innate qualities shared across cultures and time. The cultural determinist school, and then he's quoting Michael Leven, the author of the Feminist Mystique. He said that the cultural determinist school ignores the question of why every society has chosen to do things the same way. It is evident that an innate feature of human beings that they will train their male and female offspring differently. Then I wanted to point out a quote they have of Margaret Mead. So Margaret Mead was an anthropologist and a leading advocate of cultural determinism, but she says in a statement in 1973, it is true that all claims so glibly made about societies ruled by women are nonsense. We have no reason to believe that they ever existed. Men have always been the leaders in public affairs and final authorities at home. So she's been, though, the leading advocate for cultural determinism. Then there's a quote from Allan Bloom that I found of interest. Allan Bloom is the well-known author of The Closing of the American Mind. And he points out that the feminist vision ultimately favors equality over freedom. Its goals are so unlimited and unconstrained that it ends as do many modern social movements that want abstract justice, in forgetting nature and using force to refashion human beings to secure that justice. Then he talks about a celebration of the feminine as a new spiritual force is not simply part of the backwaters of feminism. It has found a respected place within the mainstream feminist social agenda, providing a faith basis for the utopian vision and increasingly denigrate what they see as male-dominated tendencies towards rationality and order in favor of personal experience and relationship as mechanisms for determining truth. This places the tenets and results of feminism outside the realm of logical debate. The extremely relevant and consistent evidence for sex differentiation becomes irrelevant. For the New Age feminist, it is simply a nuisance to be magically transcended, rather than a reality to be seriously grasped and grappled with. The next time I will read more about the fallout from feminist position. I'm going to link to a video that David did about Anne Douglas in a book about the feminization of American culture.